Hey guys, today we are making a Tex-Mex style creamy jalapeno sauce. I'm actually really excited to show you how to make this one because it's super creamy, it's seriously delicious, and you just gotta be careful because it's super addictive. It's definitely one of my favorites, and I hope you love it as much as I do, so let me show you how to make it. All right, creamy jalapeno sauce, my friends. You guys are gonna flip over how awesome this is, no kidding. All right, first thing I have here is jalapenos, of course. I have 3/4 of a pound, about 12 ounces actually, of jalapenos. And then these are pretty large jalapenos, so it's about 6. But you can, just really go by weight. So you want 12 ounces of jalapenos. And I have 4 ounces of red onion. And you can use other onion, and also you can actually use more onion if you want more onion flavor. And I have garlic here. I have 4 good-sized garlic cloves and 1 small one. And those are the main ingredients. So what we want to do here is you're going to cover it with water in your pan. All right, just enough. And we're going to bring it up to a boil. And you'll reduce the heat. You're going to simmer it for about 15 minutes or so, or until the ingredients, mostly the peppers, are nice and soft, like fork tender. Not mushy, but just tender enough. So, all right, we'll check this out in a few minutes. All right, while my jalapenos are simmering, let me tell you the story of this sauce. It's actually really interesting. We first encountered it at a little Tex-Mex cantina in Florida, of all places. And walked in, sat down, ordered some really fantastic pork tacos, and it was served with this creamy green jalapeno sauce. And I instantly fell in love with this sauce. It was so delicious. I could just drink the sauce all day. So I asked the server, how the heck do they make this sauce? And she's like, you know what? We would love to know, but the cooks in the back, they refuse to tell us how to do it. I'm like, are you serious? How does it get so creamy? Is it avocado? No. Do they use crema or something in there? Tomatillos maybe? And she's like, no, but they won't tell us. We asked the same questions, but they won't tell us how to make it. So I went and tried a few different ways and made it at least 5 or 6 different ways until I finally figured it out what that secret ingredient is. And stick around and I will show you exactly what it is. All right, my friends, it's been about 15 minutes, so let's take a look here. And you can really see that the jalapenos have lost a lot of their color. They get like a drab kind of green. They lose their vibrant color when you boil them this way. And also they're very fork tender. Like I can pierce it very easily with a fork, and it just kind of falls right off. So these are getting soft. So I think I'm gonna let these go for just a couple more minutes and soften them up just a little bit more, and then we'll continue. Also, a real quick note about the cooking method. Boiling is really the best way to do it. It's super easy, but you can actually do it other ways. You can roast your peppers or even cook them in a pan or grill them up. The main thing is you want to soften them up. Boiling kind of just makes it real soft and super easy to do. Another interesting method is to smoke them. So you'll add a smoky element to your overall resulting sauce. I would definitely experiment with different methods and see how you like the flavor differences. But this is the way I usually make it. All right, guys, the peppers are nicely softened up here. So go ahead and remove from heat. And the first thing you want to do is reserve some of the soaking water, just in case you want to thin the sauce out later. So I've got almost a half cup of that. Heat removed. Let's go ahead and drain it, and then we'll get our food processor ready. All right, I got everything moved over to a bowl, and I have my food processor all set up here. So the first thing we want to do is just get everything into the food processor, like so. And if you want more pronounced garlic flavor with the sauce, you can add garlic in at this stage instead of boiling it with the other ingredients. Sometimes I do it that way. Just give it a quick pulse to break it down a bit. All right, look at that, amazing. Also, real quick note, this recipe actually works with other peppers. You don't have to use only jalapenos. I'm using jalapenos because it's a beautiful heat level and it's how I first encountered it. But I often make it with serranos for a nice heat level, so good that way. But can you also imagine like a habanero version of this sauce? Or use a combo, use your favorite combo of peppers, even toss in some other hot peppers and make it amazing. So, okay, now let's talk about the seasonings. So here I'm only using salt. I've got about a teaspoon of salt because I really want to focus on the flavor of the peppers. But after you make this a few times, you can start adding other seasonings that you prefer. like fresh herbs or dried herbs, extra like garlic powder, Cajun seasonings, other chili blends, chili pepper blends, really kind of to your taste. But I would encourage trying it this way first and then start adjusting. All right, so now let's get on to the secret ingredient, my friends. It's a not so secret ingredient, and that is oil. So this is an emulsification sauce. It's really not that hard to figure out. You may have already figured that out, but it doesn't use cream or avocado or anything. It uses the oil, and when it processes, it thickens up. Basically, it emulsifies, kind of like making like a vinaigrette, how it whips together and thickens up. So you're gonna just pour it in while it's processing slowly, and it takes a few minutes to really thicken up, but it's really easy to do. So, all right, let's get this going here. Process. Oil. All right, let's take a look here real quick. This is neutral oil. It's a half a cup of oil. You can use a little more if you want to, but a half cup's pretty much the perfect amount. And I encourage you to use a more of a neutral oil because that affects the flavor of your sauce. You can use olive oil, but usually it's a stronger flavor. But it's really to your preference. But I like to use either avocado oil or a peanut oil, or even a vegetable oil is great. So, all right, let's take a look and see how creamy we got here. Ooh, oh yes, look at that. Creamy sauce, amazing. Let me, oh yeah. It's nice and thick, very creamy. Holy cow, look at that. So at this point, if you want a thinner sauce, that's what the extra soaking liquid here is for, the boiling liquid, but I'm not gonna use it. It's nice and creamy this way, so, oh yes, let's give it a taste. Seriously, this is gonna be your new favorite sauce, no joke. Seriously guys, you need this for your tacos, but you can really use it in so many different ways. I pretty much always have it on hand when I make tacos. Breakfast tacos, fish tacos, pork tacos, pretty much anything you want. But also sandwiches, and you know, I love to serve it as a dip with chips. It's a little bit like a salsa, so absolutely delicious. Creamy jalapeno sauce, my friends. I hope you love it as much as I do. I'd love to hear in the comments below how you plan on using yours. Like, what's your favorite recipe for it? For one recipe you gotta try with this, definitely try my fish tacos recipe, and I'll cue that up. So delicious. But if you're looking for more of a different kind of a style hot sauce recipe, check out my Louisiana style hot sauce. That is vinegary, made with any kind of pepper, and it's delicious. So, all right, hope to see you in the kitchen next time, guys. Mike from Chili Pepper Madness. Bye.